Hey, what's up, guys? So, the next helmet in my collection is gonna be a Romanian Army current issue helmet. I have no idea what's the name of this helmet, what's the designation of this helmet, or when it was issued. Well, not this one, but like when did they first start getting adopted? Because, quite frankly, I don't know that much about Bulgaria. Sorry, not Bulgaria, Romania. I'm not too interested in them. I got this helmet because it was very cheap and it was being sold in a surplus shop. Those helmets are not surplus yet because they're still being currently used by Bulgaria, but they do float around here and there. They resemble a Pasget helmet, but smaller, and the front seems to be a bit shorter than an actual Pasget helmet. They're made out of this paint that's very sticky for some reason. The kayak band doesn't come with the helmet, obviously. I just put them on. Here's a bit of a spray paint somebody painted. It has 4 bolts for its liner. Sorry, not liner, for its chin strap. And unlike a Pasget helmet, this helmet uses pad system. Now, I removed, out of this whole thing, I removed 4 pads, which are the side pads. I replaced these side pads with a Mitch side pads because they're much more comfier than the ones that the helmet came with. The ones that the helmet came with are very cheap, very shit. They're basically airsoft pads by this point, I'm not gonna lie. They are no different to the airsoft ones, so I replaced them with American Mitch 2000 pads, the black ones. And there's 2 missing on the back because it's very uncomfortable wearing a headset when the back ones are there, so the ones on the back are not there. I doubt anyone will be shooting at me with real bullets, so yeah, I don't really care about the ballistics. The chin strap system is very weird, and I don't really like it, especially the chin cup. The helmet chin strap is very cheaply made. It's not the best one. If you guys could replace it, if you want to use this helmet for any reasons, please replace the chin strap because they're just not well made at all. I'm sorry, Romania, but your chin straps suck ass. They're not well made. They twist and they go under themselves and they're just all over the place. And I wore this helmet quite a bit as well. So here is a tag. It was November, lot number 39, I think, November 2014. Yeah, and there's the weight of it. I think, I'm not sure. I don't know. It's size large. So yeah, I try to keep most of my helmets size large. Now, funny enough, this surplus shop that I bought this helmet from, they didn't give sizes. They just ship you random ass helmets that they have, and you better hope for the best that it's in your size. This one wasn't my size, so I was quite happy that it was. But yeah, it's a nice helmet. I don't have a helmet cover for it, unfortunately, because finding a Romanian helmet cover in this size turned out to be quite challenging. For me, at least. I couldn't yet find one. I only found a naval one, but I don't want it. Or one of the old ones, which I also don't want. I want the current one with the current camo. But I'm still looking for it. I'm planning on buying the body armor at some point and the whole uniform set from Romania. Just to have a Romanian loadout for the helmet. But yeah, that's the helmet. Let's go down with the next helmet. So the next helmet in my collection is going to be British Army Mark 6 helmet. This is the early type. One of the earlier ones. I don't think, does it? It might have those little... No, it does not. It does. Oh no, it does. Yeah, never mind. It has those little things on the back for the riot shield, so that's pretty cool. This is one of the earlier types. As you guys can see, the helmet cover was used quite a bit. And there's a tape around it. I did not put this tape. This was done by the soldier himself. or herself to hold the helmet cover in place. That's how the inside of the helmet looks like. Nothing too fancy. Typical Mark 6 helmet. Here's a tag. It was manufactured in 1986. So pretty early. GS Mark 6. You guys can see the name, the different names. And yeah. Nothing too interesting. Mark 6 is, I don't know, it feels like a toy helmet to me, honestly, because it's made out of this material that just feels like plastic. Really like plastic. It looks even like plastic, as you guys can see. It's not painted, it just feels like plastic, to be honest. It's very cheap, honestly. They go around for fucking nothing, basically. You're gonna even find ones for a tenner. And they barely protect from anything as well. But I had to have it for my British Army loadout from like late 90s, early 2000s. Which is Mark 6 helmet that they used. It has those iconic earpieces. If you ever played Counter-Strike, one of the operators, SAS operators, have this helmet on. Black helmet. I don't know, that's where I remember this helmet from, and like a bunch of movies. So yeah, that's the helmet. Let's go down with the next helmet. So the next helmet is gonna be a Mitch style of a helmet. Now, why did I say Mitch style of a helmet? Because this helmet, unlike the regular Mitch, is one of the rarer ones, and actually very expensive one if you look it up. This Mitch does not have any bolts. It's boltless. There's no bolts for the liner. I mean, not the liner, but the chin strap. There's just none. Why? Because this helmet has them attached by Velcro to the sides. Now, this helmet was in small capacities used by US Army. I know that much. So I dressed this helmet up to be like Iraq War, 2006 era of US Army helmet. I don't know if it was used at that time. I just know it was used by US Army. I don't know in how many amounts. I just know it was big. The shell is in green color. You guys probably wouldn't be able to see through those slots, but it is in green color, just like the earlier Mitch helmets were. And the chin strap is in black, just exactly the same as the war in Iraq. There you can actually see the tag. Over there, it's size large. And this helmet itself was actually used as a testing helmet for Italian Army to adopt their brand new helmet. So this was actually a test piece that they shot. So there's a bullet hole, I think, on this side, somewhere here. And either this side or that side. Oh, here, yeah. Here you guys can actually see a little end. That's a bullet hole, and it stopped. And there's a bullet hole right behind the mount. There's another bullet hole, which if I try to remove the pad, which would be quite difficult with one hand, you guys can see the bolt off of the NVG mount goes right through the bullet hole, which was very nicely made in the same spot. Oh yeah, and the pads are dated 2015. So I'm guessing this took place around 2015, maybe a bit later. And obviously the Rhino mount, which is nothing too special. But yeah, that's one of the helmets that I have. Let's go down with the next one. Alright, so the next helmet I have is gonna be, unfortunately, an airsoft helmet. Obviously, because I can't afford a real upscore Maritime 801 helmet. But yeah, this is the airsoft one. Nothing too special. There's a mount strobe, which actually works. You guys can only see this on camera. I actually can't see this in person, so yeah. There's a US IR flag on it. Wilcox mount. And that's how the inside of the helmet looks like. I'm not going to talk too much about it, because there's not much to talk about. It's just a standard AR-1 airsoft FMA helmet. Hey guys, so the next helmet, or helmets, I'll be showing you guys will be Irish Defence Force helmets. Starting off with the oldest one to the current one. The oldest one is the Orlite helmet, having a helmet cover in Irish DPM. Now this is the current helmet cover. The previous one looked a bit different. It then had the slot for the plastic and for the ring, the Velcro. But yeah, this is just the standard Orlite helmet. Nothing too fancy, nothing too special. The helmets are all painted in this weird color. Now, there's no point of me taking off the helmet cover, because this helmet at least is really fucking destroyed. But yeah, they're all painted in the same color. This is the later model of Orlite helmet, the Kevlar version, and it's size medium, and has the Irish Defence Force stickers on the inside. This one came straight from Irish reservists, I think. It's been used heavily and it's very dirty. The helmet that replaced it was the RBT, I think. Oh no, RBH 303IE, which is the current Irish Defence Force helmet. I think this helmet is only made for Ireland, or Irish Defence Forces. The liner system changed. It's much more comfortable on this one. It's not the most comfortable at all, but it is more comfortable than the previous one. The previous one had a very liner looking like a M1 helmet with those canvas straps going down to the shell. This one has something similar to like the British Mark 6 helmet that used. The chin strap on both of the helmets is exactly the same, identical. The function, the buckles, everything is just the leather on this one is more brown, but that's because it's been used probably. But the buckling system is all the same. They're both made in Israel. Those two helmets are both still used by Ireland, funny enough. This one is not used in any like combat environment, but it was used on a parade this year, St. Patrick's Parade, by one of the reservists. So they are still in some shape given out to the troops, even when it comes to reservists. So I'm gonna move this helmet now out of the way. I'll focus on this one, which you guys probably more interested in. The helmet itself resembles a lot of a Mitch style of helmet. I actually really do like the shape of this helmet. It's very light comparing to, let's say, the Polish one. A lot of people that quote unquote call themselves expert of Irish Defence Forces say those helmets should be black, and any other helmet that's not black, it's not real. It's far from the truth, because this helmet is not black. It's in this coyote greenish color. And almost all the helmets that are for army would be this color. The naval services, they have the black ones. They also get the black helmet covers for them. They're quite rare to find, those Irish Defence Force helmets. They're not the easiest ones to get. Wish they were a bit more easier. And once you find one, they go for a big price. But they're not impossible to get. Here's the tag. It was manufactured in 2005. So it's way expired. And it's in size large. Which does fit me. My head size is around large. And here's a little serial number right there. Well, not serial number, just like a tag number or whatever. But yeah, that's the helmet. It's made out of Kevlar, or composite material. It's a very good design. It lasted the Irish for a long time, I must say, because it was adopted in like early 2000s. And it's still currently used by Ireland, and I don't see it being replaced anytime soon, although a lot of people are saying that it will. I don't think so, because I'm still sure that it will be still used by reservists and etc. Especially the Irish Defence Force is quite a small organization. They don't have that much. So, yeah, those are very nice helmets. Nice little view on the Irish DPM helmet cover. This one is brand new. Well, not brand new, but barely used. Any surface or dirt that you guys see, it's done by me. When I got it, was brand new. So yeah, that's the Irish Naggins, Irish helmet covers, and Irish Army shells. Sorry. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.